Kerkez really impressed. It's hard, again, pre-season, it's hard to know what to take from Frimpong's performance. You don't want to go too sort of low on players after one game's evidence, but I think you're more inclined to go higher on the sort of one game evidence, and from what we saw from Kerkez, immediately in that first game, the pace and power is the thing that stands out the most to me. I was on Gutters earlier in the summer talking about, the Fulham away being the game that sticks out in my mind as, almost like classic Alex Ferguson thing of like Liverpool just ran out of time in that game. But I think Liverpool almost ran out of pace in that game. Like Fulham are, one of the pretty quick teams in the Premier League, of which there are many. I thought Forest were a really quick team last season, but obviously Elanga's now gone to Newcastle and he was a sort of key part of their pace. It was one thing, if anything, really, that I thought Liverpool just lacked a lot of last season. So seeing a player like Frimpong comes in, who we know is absolutely lightning, but then also seeing Kerkez really, performing and showing that pace and power in his first game, recovery pace as much as what he can do with the ball going forward too, I think is really, really exciting for Liverpool.
And he also brought back the Luis Suarez thing of tackling people with his head. Yeah. So there is that, which is probably the best thing he did, in fairness.
He'd be a lunatic as well.
Yeah, he seems a bit of a laugh as well. Like I think Jake on the pre-show sort of mentioned an Alberto Moreno likeness, which I can see in some ways, but I don't think it's quite like the same football. No, I think the sort of personality and attitude feels a little bit similar. And Moreno was fun. Ultimately, he might not have been the best footballer, but he was a bit of fun, and he was quick, and he was a laugh. Didn't work out the way you wanted it to, but we'll always have loads of things that were quite funny from him. And I just looked at Kerkez and I was like, okay, this is good. One thing I think we sort of struggled with last season was pace and directness from that left-hand side. I think Tsimikas and Robertson both did fine last season, but if you want to progress this team to a different level, the style from fullback I think is very important, and I think you've seen focus on really interesting areas this summer in terms of them wanting pace, wanting aggression, wanting a bit more sort of involvement. Whether they can go inside or outside, I felt like it was a bit one or the other last season. The right back situation is obviously very different, but I think you're seeing Conor Bradley scoring on Sunday in a way that's not what right backs do. It's not where right backs are supposed to really be, and it felt very sort of Hakimi for PSG in terms of how his style was, and I don't think Kerkez is a million miles stylistically away from Nuno Mendes either. So I think it's very interesting that getting this pace and this aggression from wide, and they can come inside and they can cause a bit of havoc and be narrow and let the wingers have a bit of space out wide. And there's just loads of different variations that we see. And I'm almost a bit annoyed that we haven't got a game for, how long is the next game? It's a week on Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. It's a long time, that.
It is a long time.
I want to watch us play football again. I want to like watch these little things and see more of them. And I'm a bit like, come on, can you not just have a like a behind closed doors game or something that you stick on telly? I think I would like to think they will. Be interesting, because there's a lot of players who didn't play, obviously, so you'd think they might have to do something. But either way, roll on a week on Saturday.
I hope you're enjoying this free show at the moment. Loads of excellent, exciting stuff on the Anfield app. If you want to be part of the whole thing, you can download the Anfield app and go from there. Or you can subscribe via the YouTube membership as well for video-only content and other bits and pieces. We love doing these shows. We love that you watch them. So come, be part of the journey with us.